Hello and welcome to TechBaffle. James out here, and today we're going to look at the brand new trailer for Cities Skylines II.
Discover cool stuff. TechBaffle.
Let's go ahead and watch it. Are you ready? All footage captured in game. I'm going to play it in full and then go through it afterwards. Every road, that road looks so cool. The trees and everything look very cool. Very detailed. All the buildings. Wow, yeah, the scaling's a lot better. Every home. Apologies, I'm just going to be malfunctioning whilst this. Every skyscraper. Every roundabout. Every district. Every city. That is so cool. Look at that sunset. Or sunrise, or whatever it is. It's so, yes. Ooh, why is everything going? Oh. Is nothing without you. Without me. Oh, that was very nice of you, Colossal. Oh, there's so much happening. I'll go through this afterwards. Wow, this looks so cool though. You make it happen. That bridge. Don't worry, I will go through. You make it yours. So cool, this is real footage, not like some sort of crazy blockbuster trailer. Wow, that level of detail. That is so cool. You make cities. I try. I've actually got a video coming up. Cities Skylines 2 coming October 24th. So you can get it on PS5, Xbox and Steam. Okay, so let's go through this. A lot of things happened and I malfunctioned, so my commentary wasn't very good. Okay, so let's go through and just pause it. I wanted to go through it though and just admire it. All footage captured in game. That is so cool. So we have some pretty cool looking highways. I like that. Wait, let me just zoom out a little bit. Or let the video zoom out a bit. Yeah, so, wow, that junction is so cool. Because the actual highway is curved. Trees. There's plenty of trees. And the trees look really cool. Look at the leaves. Yeah, everything has like a more detail, doesn't it? Not sure about the dead trees. Everything else super cool. Like the street lights. You've got the road markings look super clean. Bit weird. Is that like a zebra crossing? Yeah, I guess. I didn't realise there was a path going along here. I was like, why is there a zebra crossing in the middle of nowhere? Zebra crossings do look a bit stranger. I don't know what it is about them. I think it's because they're going along that way. Maybe that's a normal thing in the US. I don't know. I might be stupid, but I swear in the UK, the zebra crossings always go like parallel to the road. Anyway, the cars look super cool because these are all vanilla cars, and I have a lot of custom vehicles in my game. But these vanilla cars actually look really nice. Anyway, move on. Waffling on as usual. Okay, so down here is it like buildings upgrading or downgrading? Yeah, upgrading, I think. Yeah, look at this. The level of detail, the driveways. That's it, because yeah, in Cities Skylines 1, the little details like driveways and gardens are not very good. The buildings aren't too bad. It's the little details that make the difference, I think. Petrol station there. I'm guessing that's a self-service petrol station because there's no building or anything, so very modern. But yeah, you got the train line going along here. Parked cars along here. Got some pedestrians. Very cool. The colours look a lot more muted, I would say. In Cities Skylines, the colour corrections, there's lots of different options available. I think I have mine set to cold, which is probably what this looks like. Sometimes the colours can be a bit rich in Cities Skylines, like, whoa, you need sunglasses. The ocean, the water, the reflections from the buildings look so cool. Oh yeah, so it is upgrading, yeah, all the buildings getting larger in size. Look at the trains, we've got a freight train here, don't think you can really see it behind the trees, but I think that's a normal passenger train. A police car going past there. The way that it seems to handle slopes might be better than before, because sometimes in City Skylines, the way it handles it goes all hickledy-pickledy down the hill. instead of it be just flowing nicely. I would say more photorealistic. Shadows as well. Shadows look very nice. Oh, the trams are very shiny tram. That's very modern. Did you see that bin lorry there? It looked like it was lagging. It's looking a little bit choppy, isn't it? This is a 4K trailer, and no doubt you need a hell of a lot of good specs to run this in highest quality. Like when I'm playing City Skylines, I try and play it in highest quality, but sometimes my computer doesn't like it. But no doubt you probably need a decent graphics card. But no doubt, just like City Skylines 1, there's plenty of... Let me go back to that. Plenty of graphics options, so hopefully you should be able to play it without any issues. Look at the buildings. Look at... It's almost like you can see inside the buildings. I'm not sure if I said this before, but I don't know what's up with all the specks in the sky. Is that a thing? I don't know. The clouds look really cool, though. Are they stars? No, they're too sort of blotty to look like stars. But yeah, everything else looks so cool. Look at the water. Look at the waves. That looks so good. And got this here. It's like a sunrise or sunset. So good. Look at how it just sort of hazes along. Because I don't like the depth of field in City Skylines 1. It just drives me nuts. I have it turned off completely. I don't want it to look like a toy city. I like it to try and look realistic. I think the depth of field, they've handled this much better. It looks more realistic. Did they say they were using Unity? They're changing platform to Unity. Honestly, I don't think City Skylines 1 is that well optimized. 2, I think, should hopefully be more optimized. Especially if they're adding this level of detail. Got the smoke there. Was it a building on fire? Probably. It is City Skylines after all. When is there ever a building not on fire? Oh, the little tiny islands. That's pretty nifty. Let's take a look at the interface. So this is like the landscaping tools, much better landscaping options. So we're now on the interface, and as you can see, it looks familiar, but more up to date. I love this sort of blurred out, it almost looks like iOS or kind of Windows. A lot of UIs using that these days, like this kind of blurred transparency effect. Looks so good. But I like how it still looks familiar. There's still kind of that sort of bluey grey colour scheme that City Skylines generally uses. The icons look nice, flat icons. Look at that. But everything is kind of where you expect it to be, just like City Skylines 1. So if you've played City Skylines 1, this should hopefully look familiar, because I think change is good to an extent, but you do need to keep some things similar so that you're not just hunting around for settings. But like before, I'm guessing this comes out into a little menu on the side. So down here, we've got the available tiles, Megalopolis. So I guess this is like your achievement level. Makes you feel good. So yes, I've done it. One thing with City Skylines 1, how it handles time is not very good in my opinion. They might have improved how they handle time, because I've got a real-time mod on my game, because I don't like how it just goes 26th of June, 27th of June, 28th of June. And the sun hasn't even set or risen yet. So here you've got the demand levels. And as you can see, it's got a few more options now, hasn't it? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different options. So that's interesting. You might have more building types than before. Yeah, because we're all familiar with that. That's residential, that's industrial. But usually we'd only have commercial, and that would be it. That's your 3 levels. Maybe they've got one for offices, because they should do, because I always found that a bit strange how they don't have one for offices. We have much better landscaping tools, because I've got a landscaping, is it called Total Landscaping? I can't remember what it's called. I've got this mod, and it makes the landscaping so much better. You got more controls, you can change the brushes. It's almost like you're painting, and this looks like it's trying to emulate it. It's very simple, but you got your brush size and brush strength. I think that's all you need, to be honest, at least for now, because I find it's a little bit limiting, the default landscaping options. They look like they've improved that quite a lot. Let's go to this bit here before we move on. We've got a season. We have seasons. City Skylines has seasons. Now, this is super exciting. This is the thing. You can completely glance over this if you're watching this trailer in real time. You need to pause it and just analyse what's going on. We have seasons in City Skylines, because I've got cold cities, warm cities, and whatever. But it pretty much stays the same all the time. So this is interesting. If you've got one city and it gets hotter and colder, so you might have a bit of snow even, and then it gets sunny throughout the summer. That is so cool. Maybe the foliage changes. Hopefully it does, because that'd be really cool if it changes throughout the year. Maybe I take back what I said about the trees. You know, I said that the dead trees, because I thought they were just random dead trees. That's because it was probably winter. It all makes sense now. And here we've got the weather and the temperature. So you've got the city name, population. So this looks fairly familiar. I'm not sure if it's usually that way around in City Skylines 1, but generally it all looks the same. You've got the city's happiness and like a sort of dial here, rather than just having one face. And then on along here, it should be very familiar. We've got the different types of zoning. So we've got green, which is residential, orange for industrial, like a light blue for offices, or maybe they've turned that into commercial, I don't really know. And then we have pink. I'm not sure what pink, unless they've just changed the colours. Wait, I think that we did spot a pink building. We'll find out later on. I think I did spot a pink building being plotted. What's this? Selection tools? I've got Move It mod, and Move It mod is so good. So if they've managed to sort of put that into the default game, unless I've just forgotten and they've got this sort of icon in the normal City Skylines 1. I can't remember. It doesn't look familiar. This, I'm not sure what that is. Like unique buildings, possibly. It looks like some interesting looking thing. But here, yeah, we've got roads, electric, water. We've got medical, recycle. Oh, that's interesting. We've got like a dedicated button just for waste, I think. Schools. We've got firemen, police. We've got, what's this one? Industries, possibly. We've got parks. Got this, which I'm not sure what it is. I've just noticed we have no chirper. Where's chirper gone? Maybe they've got an upgraded system to that. Maybe we've got like a proper sort of messaging system for residents. That'd be pretty cool. Like if you get like a text or something in a little pop-up window. Interesting, because at the moment it kind of emulates Twitter. So this one, building, I guess is landscaping button, yeah, because that one's one selected. So along here we've got the bulldozing tool, and I wonder if it still makes a horrible noise. Money, yep, we've got the money down here, again in cents. So they're losing $1.5 per hour. Yeah, I don't know if it's 10 minutes in the current game. Again, because maybe they're improving the time, maybe they're making it more realistic. So we've got population here, and then we've got -8 population per hour. What's this? A map? No. So, unless that's something to do maybe with policies, possibly. And there we go. And finally, we have a camera icon here. So I guess you've got like the different camera angles. It would be so nice because I've got this walk it mod. You can walk around your city like you're just living there, and I think that's really cool. If they've incorporated that, I'm not expecting they have. They might have done, you know. Oh, there's Chirper. Oh, I take it back. I was thinking, where's Chirper gone? Chirper's gone. No. Chirper has not gone. Don't worry. I've just noticed he's down here. There we go. So we've got Chirper. We've got... This is interesting. Is this part of the new sort of messaging system? Again, I'm just speculating because I don't really know if it's supposed to be a messaging system. I'm just guessing at this point. But that makes sense. If we've got like a little text icon there. We've got Chirper. We've got like a little profile. Maybe it's your city mayor profile. And then maybe this is like how to DM your residents or DMs from your residents. Oh, that is so cool if that's the case. Because I think the one thing that lets Chirper down, unfortunately, a lot of people say the same thing and it sounds just as unrealistic as the last person. But it would be cool if they maybe used something with AI to try and advance the way that people talk. And then up here we've got like help and options just like normal. So in terms of the interface, it looks fairly familiar. It just looks like a step upgrade. It looks like we've upgraded the interface, but it's still familiar. Now, one thing I would like to see, which I don't think it has, is the ability to search all your assets. I've got this Find It mod, and I find it so useful because I'm lazy and forget where things are. Okay, let's move on. Now that's okay. Okay, we've got more menus. We've got more menus. Hooray! So we have roads. We've got here we go. So we've got different ways the roads work. That's a few more different options, isn't it? So we've got straight, curved. Was this like a wobbly like a S-shaped road? So we've got different things. And here we've got, that is so cool. We've got a grid road layout tool. That would save you a lot of time. I don't know what that is. Replacement or something, or upgrade. Elevation. Oh, here we go. So what I was saying before is roads sometimes look a bit crooked when they're going uphill in City Skylines 1. Where they're going way like a roller coaster. So possibly they've improved that. Snapping, we've got some improved snapping tools. I've just noticed something. Hold your horses, hold your horses. Am I just having a laugh, or are they pipes directly under the roads? Does that mean you'll never have to actually put pipes in City Skylines and it just puts them under the road automatically? Also, it's worth noting, the new way it shows you how it's been paused is a lot more brighter, isn't it? Are these tools for bridges? Oh yeah, I think they are. I think they're actually customized bridges. Instead of having whatever bridge happens to work out for your road type, you can actually put your own type of bridge down. That is cool. Another thing I've just noticed. Look how it's filling in the areas. Because before, City Skylines only went up to 4 tiles. That was as big as you could get in City Skylines. Look at this. We've got 6 tiles depth. And all of this area is all completely filled in. There's no random gaps in the middle. So it's utilising every part of that land. That is so cool. Wait a minute. Is it automatically putting in the junctions? Again, it moves too quickly for me to really work it out. But it looks like you can draw the road straight through another road. So whereas before you'd have to go from here to there and then build a new road from there and onwards. But if you want to do a nice curve like this, it looks like you can actually just go straight through there and it will put in the junctions for you. Yeah, it literally is building right through. Oh, that would save so much time. And the new improved little roundabouts that make a whole more sense. So we've got some proper small roundabouts now. Look at that. Look at this junction here. Look at that. That has some crazy junction going on there. I wonder if that's vanilla. That hopefully should be. That is so cool. Oh, there's so much going on here. I'm glad I paused it here. So, map legends. So we've got residential buildings. And then pink ones are residential signature buildings. So we've got residential suitability, which is interesting. Bad to good. Ground pollution. Very nice indeed. So some new sort of options here. So here is cool. Look, we've got theme. So you can choose European or American. So there's actually 2 different options of theme. That is so cool. Is that for the buildings? Now that is so much better because currently in City Skylines 1, you have to pick a certain place to then get the buildings in a certain style. This means that you can select a place and actually just select it yourself. Tool mode, we've got the fill-in tool, the selection tool, so you can select a little bit there. And then we've got the paintbrush just as before. Now look at this. So we're on residential, and as you can see, we've got so many different options for residential. Before you just have low density and high density. Now you've got like little bungalows, you've got maybe small, medium, large, extra large and massive. I don't know. I don't know the technical names for all these types of buildings. That's just the options for residential. For commercial, I'm guessing you've got loads of different building types as well. That is so cool. So, you know what I was saying, but down here, the demand levels, we have like a light green, like a strong green colour and a dark green. Demand for 3 different levels of residential. So maybe there's a big demand for small residential, and then not so much for medium and large residential. And then the next 3 levels could be commercial, industrial and offices. That would actually make sense. They're currently losing 163,000 cents per hour. And if you're not familiar with City Skylines, cents means dollars or pounds. It's a bit confusing, but it's like the main currency. The more I watch this, the more it makes sense. So, pink is offices. And as you can see, offices is at the bottom in its own category. Yeah, we've got offices here. I'm guessing that's industrial, commercial, and then 3 levels of residential. Again, I'm just guessing. I don't know. Oh, so signature buildings are all pink. That's really confusing. That is not particularly great. Wow. Look at this. The way you can build bridges. Because at the moment, if you don't have the move it tool, say goodbye to building realistic looking bridges. That's all I'm saying. So much better. And look at this. It's going 6 squares back. I think scaling is one of the main complaints of the City Skylines 1. Buildings to roads can sometimes look a bit off. Okay, so look at this. We have the dedicated bridge building tool. So look at this. We've got all of these different options for building bridges. That is so cool. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that, but the sound effects seemed a lot more subtle. Not like ding 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 ding. You make it happen. you put big words in your videos so you distract us from watching because I barely noticed anything. Oh dear. But look at this. You make it happen. The way that the sun hits the roofs of those buildings, so good. They're like little detailed satellite dishes. The little logos on the buildings. So you've actually got different options of the bridges. Oh, in City Skylines before, you had to build one highway for one bridge and then another highway for the other side of the bridge. This looks like you can build one highway, or you can build a double so it goes both forwards and backwards, and then these add even more lanes. You can build some pretty crafty bridges. Also time saving as well. Okay, so this bit moved very quickly. It was like boop, boop, boop. So upgrades. So you have the ability to upgrade buildings. So this is the university. Wow, look at this. This is like a proper, this is legit, like proper car park, proper gardens and all sorts. You've got the upkeep costs, the efficiency, the employees, the students, average time to graduation. So we've got a lot more details now, a lot more statistics, dropout rate. Very cool indeed. Like a proper campus, I think that's what I was trying to say. Ooh, looks like we've got a few of our friends back. Overlapping items and invalid shape. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Oh, is that when residents are happy, they've added a brand new police station. Oh, look at the range of police buildings. It's not just like a slightly big one. Look at the size of these. These are massive. I'm guessing what they've done now, they've added a police station and these people have all given stars rather than the smiley faces. Maybe there's star ratings for like crime rate and stuff like that. That is so cool. Okay, so what is going on here? We have transportation. So we've got buses, trains, trams. Is that monorail or something? Ships and airports. And look at this. We've got so much more detail now. Look at the way these roads are going into this depot. So we've got the amount of lines, the amount of tourists, and the amount of citizens that use each service. So for the bus station, we haven't got any buses here, so I'm guessing that's just none. Citizens free a month. Don't know how that works when there's no lines, but fair dues. Yes, I guess this is taxi, bus, train, tram, monorail, that kind of thing. But yeah, you get like a proper statistics on how this is working and how much people use it. Oh, that might be interesting. And more detail for cargo. Lorries, trains, ships and planes. And then the amount of tons per month. Again, much more detail this time. Super cool. Map legends. So we've got public transport stations, public transport depots, taxi stands, bus stops, and something we can't see. I'm so glad I went through and actually took time to analyse this video because there's so much to it and it happens very quickly. So when people aren't happy, there's a new thumbs down icon. Boo. I kind of like the smiley faces, I'm not going to lie. Oh, so here we go. This is the tram service. So you can select the tram and you've got the owner, which is the tram depot, destination, 33 Victoria Street, and the line is Springwood Loop. No passengers at the moment, but you can see the lines, and this is so much clearer. Look, so you can see each of the stops. So much better UI, because I think that's one of the main things. City Skylines 1 doesn't handle public transport particularly well, so it looks like they've actually incorporated a lot of the third-party mods and how they handle public transport. Got better scheduling, assigned vehicles, much more easier to navigate. The ticket price, again, much better. Line usage, you make it yours. It's a funky looking swimming pool, isn't it? The roof is a little bit fuzzy, but this is heavily zoomed in. Yeah, the textures look a lot better. Like the decking. So City Skylines generally looks good from a distance, but sometimes when you zoom in, things don't look so good anymore. I think they've realised that people do want to see their cities a bit more up close and see what's going on, because it's quite interesting. So we have this house here that they've selected, 389 Hamilton Street. So you can see that they're happy with the building level, the households. We can see the residents and the average wealth. So just like before, you've got the children, teens, adults and seniors. There's got a little pie chart or donut chart. I don't know what these ones are called. Very cool. So you've got the education level as well. I wonder what these are. Are these like different types of residents? Maybe like family of one child, two child, I don't know what these are actually. All coal power plant. The UI looks a lot more cleaner. Oh, so upgrades I guess are a thing now. You can select an upgrade for your building. So say if you've got an old power plant, it looks a bit rubbish, or it's not providing the amount of power that you need, it looks like you can now upgrade it. Instead of destroying it and building a new one, you can actually upgrade the one you had before. So it says here, a power plant that burns coal to produce electricity, fairly inexpensive to build and maintain, but generates a lot of pollution, can be upgraded with additional turbine, enlarged coal storage, exhaust filter, and an advanced furnace. So there's actually points of the power station that you can upgrade. Again, we've got upkeep, efficiency, employees, energy production. You get the idea. It's got a lot more information. Yeah, so obviously this coal power plant, no good. Look, you've got high ground pollution, high air pollution, high noise pollution. Tut, tut, tut. Air pollution. So we've got new improved pollution levels, I guess. So you can see this big cloud of smoke. Oh, is that why I thought the building was on fire? I thought building was on fire previously. And I think it was a power plant. Anyway, so average air pollution. So you've got different levels here. There's actually 3 different types of levels. Air pollution sources, traffic air pollution, and wind speed and direction. That's nice. Here we've got the police. Although you can now see the menu on the left, and as you can see, it's gone less that way, and it's now gone more. It's got wider, but it is still fairly clear, and it does seem to make sense. You've got the jail availability, the prison availability, and the average crime probability. So instead of just having a flat up crime rate, there's a crime probability. So maybe if there's no police stations nearby, residents are going to be up to no good. So down here it says 29%, which is in the green zone. Current number of criminals, 3,540. Number of crimes per month, and the escaped crime rate. So we've got some more map legends. We've got police buildings, prisons, police cars, prison vans. So yeah, you can select those and select which ones we're going to have a look at. Crime probability and police coverage. Traffic. Also, we have a nice new graph. Instead of just being a flat out, yep, this is what it is at the moment. You can see what it is over time. So at midnight, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, and then back to midnight. So different parts of the day. So maybe you might get rush hour, traffic spikes up, so that you can actually see someone's actually deselected that. So you can actually make it a bit clearer and only select what you want to see at once. Traffic flow and traffic volume. Okay, so selected traffic volume. Oh, that's interesting. I've just realised. So before, in City Skylines, you just had, yes, this road is a bit busy. But now it actually shows you the amount of traffic using that road. So it may not necessarily be a traffic jam, but there may just be lots of cars using that road. It may just be a popular road. Forestry. Natural resources. Okay, so here we go. We have industries. Oil, ore, wood, and fertile land. Oh, that's what this icon is. It's industries. Oh, I see. So you've got farming. I don't know if you can have birds making noises. I've got my window open, so if there's any noises, apologies. It's just quite hot at the moment. It's saying 25 degrees. It's cooling down a bit more now, but still fairly toasty. So we've got like chickens, corn, I guess, carrots. So maybe the farming industries have actually gone into different categories now. Instead of just having one farming, they've got animal farming. You've got crops. Very cool. I don't know what this is. That bird was being very noisy. I could hear it from my microphone. Apologies. But yeah, it looks like we've got a lot more different options for industries. Oh, so this is the new forestry plot that they've just built. It looks like the way that lorry was leaving was a bit more realistic. And look at the detail in the buildings. Look at this section here. And the detail on the logs. That looks so cool. So we've got a semi-truck. So it's a delivery vehicle. It's transporting. The owner is Car Poco. And the destination is Albans. Cargo, we've got 25 out of 25 tons. So it's interesting to see the tons of cargo. So you've got a bit more detail. So you can actually see what your residents are up to. And what they're holding. How much of it you're holding. Oh, look at that. That's a nice football stadium. Or is that a nice football stadium? I don't know. They're nice sports stadiums. But more importantly, did you just see the weather changing? Look at that. Is that snow? Yes, that must be the seasons. Oh, yeah, so it looks like it's starting to snow here, so it's turning into winter, it's getting chilly. Yeah, seasons are definitely such a good idea. Yeah, the way that, how detailed these buildings are. That's so good. You make cities. Yeah, this bit before, I had to stop this because I thought, wow, this literally looks like a video. Look at the foliage, look at the sort of random weeds and stuff growing along the side. That looks so realistic. The little wild flowers, the rocks. That car there looks very similar to a Golf. Must be one of the new sort of cars that they've got. Yeah, the cars definitely look more realistic. That is so cool. So this is real gameplay. This is actual gameplay. That's mad. Look at that. That roundabout bit there, the statue in the middle. The river going past. Very clean and very green. But yeah, you can see the difference in buildings looks so much better now. You've got very tall buildings and very short buildings, and it all seems to work. They're not all merged together. You haven't all got one level of building throughout the whole thing. It's got lots of different variation in height. So, there we go. We've watched the new City Skylines II channel trailer. And it's coming soon, October 24. So if you want to order City Skylines 2, there's actually two different options. So we'll go and look at that in a moment. There's two different packs. So you can get the regular City Skylines, and I think there's an ultimate one. So coming October 24th. So you can get it on PS5, Xbox, or on Steam. Okay, so if you pre-order, you get the base game and a bonus. So there's two options here. You got City Skylines 2 or City Skylines 2 Ultimate Edition. So for $41.99, you get the base game and a pre-order bonus of landmark buildings and the 10-pair map. So if you get that now, if you get the pre-order, you get those included. So that's worth doing if you're interested in the game. If you get the Ultimate Edition, you get that as well as the expansion pass. In the fourth quarter of 2023, you'll get the assets pack and radio station. In the first quarter of 2024, you'll get the content creator and radio station. In the second quarter of 2024, you get the expansion and radio station. So there's different packs. A little bit of a price increase, I must admit. You got $41.99, $74.99. There's a bit of a step up. I'm just saying it. If you enjoy the game, if you enjoy City Skylines 1, I think it's worth doing. Especially if you get some goodies included. So that was the City Skylines gameplay trailer. So if you want to look at the trailer without me talking rubbish, then check the TechBaffle links in the description. You can also see the TechBaffle links in the description where you can see about pre-ordering the game. So if you order before October 24, I don't know if there's a cut-off period, but it will definitely have to be before October 24 if you want to get the pre-order bonus. So, very cool. I'm very excited. There's so much different things. I'm so glad I stopped the trailer and sort of analysed it a bit more, because there's so much more that you just sort of whiz straight past, you can just completely ignore. Hopefully we've learned a bit more about the new City Skylines. So, City Skylines 2 is coming October 24. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button if you want any more of this sort of thing. Don't forget to subscribe and ding so you don't miss a thing. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat and TikTok. Follow me at TechBaffle. For all latest, head over to techbaffle.com. Thanks for watching and have a baffling day.